Welcome boot campers. We've done 1/3 of our boot camp, so you all know all the basics. And here we go for some mobility and stretch. Start standing. Lift those arms shoulder height and then circle slowly backwards. You can use the rhythm to circle. Moving those shoulders. We definitely deserve this little pause. Then change side, rolling forward. Little pause after all the work that we did. So you can bookmark, favorite, star this workout as a post bootcamp workout or in between at the end of any of your workout or as a separate stretch and mobility session or on a lazy Sunday or whenever. A little bit of warm up so we can stretch the legs. Simple backward lunges, starting feet parallel, and then just come back. Take it easy here. Just warming up the legs a little bit before we start our legendary leg stretch series routine. Breathe it. Your heart rate might be picking up a bit. That's totally fine. We will bring it back down. Don't you worry. So this is 24-25 minutes of stretching and mobility. This is a good length for a stretch session. And we're starting with the legs, feet wide apart, pivot over to your left side, dropping those hips. I want like you to open your right hip, pushing the hip down and getting those hands on the ground, trying to release the hip a little bit further. In an exhale deeply and then open the outer hand towards the sky, turning your chest towards the left knee. And coming back to center, stepping a little bit closer, forward folding, hamstring stretch on your left side. Nose to the knee. Let your head hang. And you know what's coming. There are some push-ups. If you want to do push-ups because you say, hey, just stretching, that's not enough. Else you can just hold a plank position or you do your 10 push-ups on the knees. Whatever you want to do, feel free. This really is mostly about stretching. But hey, working the chest, always good. Come back to center. Bend the left knee. Push the hips back and down. Open your hip. On the right side, you will feel a slight pull on your adductors, the inside of your thigh. Keep it light. Then sit down all the way into the low squat. Stretching the right hamstring a bit deeper. Lifting your toes. Coming to center, switch to the other side. Bend the right leg. Keep your left foot firmly and fully on the ground. And then sit down into low squat all the way. Lifting your left toes. Stretching the back side of your hamstrings. And then turn to the right. Repeating the high lunge on the right side this time. So we're pressing our left hip down this time. Hands lower down, preparing to open. Inside hand stays, outer hand is reaching up to the sky. Chest is turning to your right knee now. Beautiful. And then come back to center, step a little bit closer. Nose towards your right knee. And you can do some mountain climbers if you want to get a little bit warmer in case it's cold where you are. Otherwise, you can just hold a plank, or you can also go into down dog position, opening the chest, opening the shoulders. Up to you, either 20 mountain climbers, or holding plank, or holding down dog position. And then when you're ready, roll it up all the way. Perfect. Stretching the inside of our thighs a little bit more, coming into a temple pose. That's a wide stance with the knees bent 90 degrees, pressing our elbows against the inside of the knees. That's temple pose. And then come up into tabletop, stretching both legs, turning both feet parallel, and lengthening the back from the tailbone or sit bones all the way to the crown of the head. Pulling the navel in slightly. Now push the elbows against the knee, and when you come out into tabletop, bring the arms front. And again, the elbows against the knees. Exhaling tabletop, arms to the front or sides as you wish. Inhaling temple pose, exhaling tabletop. One last time. Getting a little bit warmer, mobilizing the hips a bit more. Easy and gentle, 3 pulse lunges. So here's how we're gonna do it. There are 3 pulses in lunge backwards, down, and I would like you to increase range of motion with every pulse. So first pulse might be a little bit higher, second pulse might be mid-height, and the third pulse is really low. And then step back forward and change. Really good. Keep breathing. You have 10 more seconds. Just easy pulsing, working the thighs a bit and opening the hips. And now we take it easy, promise, I promise, pinky finger promise. So come into plank position and now push it back into down dog. Open the chest. Down dog position, and from here, roll it, mobilize through the spine into plank. Rolling forward, curling your back, and then push it back again. Now, inhale when you push into down dog and exhale when you roll it. That's easiest for the breathing because you need to pull your tummy in. When you're rolling forward, exhale, roll forward, pull the tummy in. Inhale, press it back into down dog. You can do this easy, gently, slowly. No need to hurry, we're just stretching. No runnings, no kicking, no punching. We stay very peacefully. Come back up into standing, side bending. Either with your fists or with an open hand, side stretch, right arm to the left, right leg is crossing back, and then change side, open up, left towards the right, left leg is crossing behind. Make a big C shape with your whole body. Open the sides, oblique stretch, and also latissimus. Stretch the arm up and over, reaching with the elbow up and to the sides. Length for your big shoulder muscle, the latissimus. Lifting the elbow, pull the elbow towards your ear. Very good. Breathe deeply. And stay standing. Simply stay with your feet parallel, brace the core a little bit, and then open your arms to the sides with stretching the chest and the front of the shoulders, anterior deltoid. Lower your shoulders as much as you can. Really pull those shoulders down, and now pull the shoulder blades together. Tips off, the shoulder blades kissing, like I like to say. Thumbs are pointing backwards, palm of the hands are pointing towards the sky. Or painting, but no colors here. Now stretch those arms out. Arms stretching. Lift the chest. And a big exhale. Well done. Really good. Release those arms a little bit more for the arms, biceps and triceps before we go down to the legs. So press the right hand forward, grab the right palm with your left hand. And now extend the arm fully to the front. Right shoulder is pulling back and down. Shoulder is pulling away from the ear and then change side. Left palm pressing forward. Extend the elbow all the way. Left shoulder pulling away from the ear. Brace the core, protect your back. You might just want to sway back a little too much with your shoulders, so brace your core, navel pulling in. And then slowly release, shake the arms out, relax the shoulders. Shake, shake, shake the shoulders. Triceps, other side. Right hand between your shoulder blades. Elbows pointing up. Grab the right elbow with the left hand. And I'll push the right elbow towards the sky. Right elbow's pulling up. And now you might want to lean over to the left a little bit. Make sure your head stays free. If you want to go further, cross your right leg behind your left. C-shaping the body, opening the whole right side, side body stretch, and release it. Great. Change side, left hand between your shoulder blades. First of all, check that your head is free. Then extend your left elbow all the way to the sky. Lengthen the arm. And this might naturally lead to leaning sideways towards the right side. And then if you want to go further, cross the left leg behind the right, C-shaping the whole body. Make sure your head stays free. Really nice. And then release, check it out. Release those shoulders. We're moving to the legs, quad stretch. Grab your right ankle. Grab the ankle, not the front of the foot, not to overstretch the ankle. And then bring both knees parallel, thighs are parallel. First bend the left knee a little bit, then push the hips forward, contracting the glutes. And then stretch the left leg fully, increasing the stretch. Yes, that's intense. That's intentional. And release. Yeah, shake the leg a little bit if you need to. A lit. Contraction of a little and a bit. And then grab the left ankle. Again, bend the right knee. Pull the thighs together, knees are parallel. And then push the hips forward. Yes. Go in there. Make sure the chest stays open. Shoulders pulling down and back. We're good. Sorry. Okay. Release. Shake the legs. Both feet parallel, then bend the knees. Roll forward. Stretch it out forward. Full stretch. The hamstrings. You want to keep your feet parallel. So while you're down there, have a look at your feet. You want to have the second and third toe. So the ones in the middle, more or less parallel. Now press your heels into the ground, lifting the sit bones. If you want to stretch dynamically, you can inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, drop the head a bit more and stretch both legs. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, nose to the knee and stretch both legs. Stay gentle, don't push or pull too much. Last time, inhale, bend both knees. Exhale, stretch out both legs. And then slowly, take your time, roll up into standing. Balanced position. Take a deep breath. Bend your left knee, cross the right ankle above your left knee. And first sit back and down. Adjust the leg position. And then lifting both arms in V, thumbs pointing back. Just engaging the upper back a little bit. If you're tired or your shoulders are tired, of course, you can also chest stretch, interlacing the fingers behind the back, lifting the hands, or simply relax the shoulders. And then step it out, change side, cross the left ankle on your right knee. Left knee is pointing out, flex your left foot just to protect the knee. Then first sit back and down with your right leg. And then do whatever feels comfortable with your arms, either in V position, little upper back work, or open in T with the palms facing to the sky, or interlacing your hands behind your back, opening the chest, opening the front of the shoulders. And then exhale deeply and untie your legs and sit down on the floor. We're starting sitting with both knees bent, then pivot both knees to the right side. Open the left arm up and overhead, reach, slightly bending backwards. And then change to the other side, pivot the legs to the left, open the right arm, open the side, lean slightly backwards. And do that a few more times. We'll go a little bit deeper afterwards. So you can be quick here if you want to. That's also fun, using the momentum and the swing in the arm up and over and up and down and up and down. Might be getting too wild here. And then sit down all the way. Hamstring stretch, side and back bend. So stretch out the right leg, flex the foot, and now make sure both sitting bones are on the ground and your left knee is turned out. Then we're turning the navel towards our right leg, folding forward on the right extended leg, pressing the heel away from us and grounding the right sitting bone. Then extend and lift on the bent knee, pressing the right foot into the ground. Start with a side bend and then slowly come maybe into a back bend. This music really motivates us to become a little bit crazy, so you can. So just alternate between the hamstring stretch and the side and back bend. Our stretching is especially important when we work really hard, which we're doing in our high intensity interval training boot camp. So we are having a lot of jumps, a lot of runs, we have tuck jumps. So the impact on our muscles and our joints is quite high, like it says, high impact. So we do need the stretches to open our tissue. And our connective tissue, our muscles, need this flexibility, this softness for getting the blood, the oxygen, the nutrients, like our fuel, which is mainly glycogen, to our muscles. Otherwise, you'll just feel sore and tired, and your muscles will feel tight, but not really toned and ready to work. So stretching is a big part of fitness. Then change sides. Motivating here you here for stretching a bit more. And stretch out the left leg, bend the right knee. First ground your sitting bones. Stretch the left heel away from you. Open your right leg a little further and then start with the forward fold, turning your navel towards your left thigh, folding over. And then reaching up and over into your side and back bend and alternate on this side. So that's also the reason why I include so much stretching in these workouts, because when we work hard, we also need to stretch hard. So please don't skip the stretches at the end of the workouts, and please don't skip this leg stretch routine with all the kickings that we're doing, the side kicks, the back kicks, the roundhouse kicks. We need the flexibility in our hamstrings, in our adductors, in order to avoid hurting ourselves. And you don't want to pull a muscle, so please make sure to do those stretches fully. And if you feel like you're too tight in certain areas, please do a little bit more stretching. Just after the workout or in between, remember you can pause the video anytime. That's the huge advantage of having these workout videos. They work at your pace, at your time. You can repeat workouts that you love over and over again and become fitter and fiercer as we go. And release, and we're having one more stretch here for you. Lying on the ground, lying on your belly. And this is opening your shoulders in the front and also working on your spinal mobility on your hip opening. So lie on your belly, arms in T, palms facing the ground, bend the right knee, twist it up and over, open your left front of the shoulder. Turn the head also to the right. Keep the head on the ground and then come back, bend the left knee. You want to open your left hip, really lift from your glutes, from your hip. Turn it up and over until your toes are touching the ground. Now open the right front of the shoulder. Turn the head to the left. Right ears on the ground, like an Indian. Listen to what's happening in the ground. Remember to open your left hip and then come back to center. We're changing arm position from T to V position. Palm still facing the ground, open in V, then bend the right knee, open the right hip, and then lift the hip up and over until your foot reaches the ground. You want to stretch your left chest muscle now. Your head is still turning towards the other side, towards the right. Ear still stays on the ground. Gently opening the left chest here. And then coming back, let's try the other side. Bend the left knee. Then first contract your left glute, open and lift the hip, then turn the hip up and over until the left foot touches the ground. Right front of the chest is open, stay gentle here, reach into your fingertips, head turns towards the left, right ear on the ground. And then we're having a last one, which is also one of my favorites, variation of this scorpion twist, which is adding a little bit of a cobra. So open your elbows wide, place your fingertips on the outside of your shoulders, elbows wide, and then bend the right knee, lift up and over, and also lift your upper body away from the floor. Head turns towards the right. Keep breathing. This is exciting. This is an exciting stretch, I think. Such a new feeling, like twisting the body all the way. Now lift the left foot and lift the hip, open the hip, lifting the upper body, looking towards your left. Little cobra lift, twist, everything together. And that is also our last stretch. I hope you enjoyed this. Come here often, remember to stretch. It is so important because the next one will kick it again. See you there. Bye.